And welcome back. It's time to Ask the Attorney. We're here with Mike Marion, and we've got some viewer questions, two of which came off of Facebook. And we'll start with our first question. What's the truth behind a no trespassing sign?
Well, I guess the person here is referring to maybe having their property posted and people are disregarding it. Maybe they've had difficulties in getting law enforcement to enforce it. But trespassing does say that the individuals have to have notice. The entry is forbidden. It can be by sign, it can be by just telling them, or in Texas it can actually be by purple paint marks.
Really?
Which have to be, there's some particulars to it. They have to be at least 1 inch wide. I think it's 8 inches long, something like that, minimum 3 feet off the ground, things like that, in order to let them know that entry is forbidden. And that notice is what puts it on there, and it is a criminal offense. It's a Class B misdemeanor to be on somebody's property without permission. If you have notice, entry is forbidden.
All right. Our next question, how do I find a lawyer for an inmate in TDCJ in prison?
Well, this particular question, it would refer to what the purpose of the attorney is. Is it for a new offense? Is it for parole? Is it for an appeal? Because that would affect which attorneys you would contact. I always tell people, talk to family and friends, see if they've ever used an attorney, because obviously if they've had a good experience, you might want to use that same one. Otherwise, an easy way, you could always go to the Texas Bar website, which is www.texasbar.com, and there's a place on there where you can search for an attorney by geographic location, by practice area, things like that. So you could find somebody close to where the prison unit is that would be easier for them to get in and visit with that inmate to help resolve the issues.
All right, and our last question, my boyfriend got arrested back in July. He's still in jail. We can't afford the bond, and we're told the case has not been filed with the DA yet. How long does he have to sit and wait?
Well, again, it depends, and in this case, it would depend on what type of offense it is. There's various options that might be available. The best thing is to contact an attorney. If you can't afford one, obviously ask the court for a court-appointed attorney, because if he's been there for 5 days on a fine only, then there's a procedure for release because of delay, but that period goes all the way up to 90 days based on a felony charge. And then there's some other things. You could request an examining trial or some things like that to try to get the case moving so that he's not just sitting there waiting.
All right. And again, we answer your questions here every Wednesday. You can submit those questions on our website, fox4belmont.com, and also on our Facebook page as well.